Puputaye yetatapa. Tawimuyita nangayi ngatani. Kangayi ga tawitu nangi waswenwi. Tawimuyita nangayi ngatani. La yichala. Ayi nga ta'in. Kangayi chaga. Parachai chong in tatabo. Ta ouchai yida. Ha yi na chong in hu. Wisana lumpa hu. Kadia yi cha cha. Ta yi ta. Pa yi pa. Tawitu ta wisa. Tawitu ta. Wisana lumpa ti. Tawitu ta yi cha kata tao. Kadi ya yi cha cha. Salung yi sa. Tawitu nange yi ni. Yi cha wisana lumpa. Yeah, that's from my book that was published in May, just before I came here, and it's called Puputaye Internet. Puputaye Internet Misa Samyana. That means the Puputa's page on an internet dating site. And the cover is by an awesome Korean artist called Vija Lee. So this is a kind of in this book I'm a teenage girl on a dating site, and what I recited just now is we have weekdays spell out like Monday, 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 as if she was learning to write. DUES, yeah. So my name is thett, and technically I can say that I am from Finland because I hold a Finnish passport. But I was born in Burma, Myanmar, so I can also say that I'm from Burma, Myanmar. Yeah. And I'm a poet, translator, poetry translator, and an editor. I was living in Burma from December 2015 to August 2016 for about 9 months continuously. So that was the longest I had lived in Burma after I left Burma in 1997. And before I came here, I was living in Burma. So the best thing about having lived in Burma as a poet, back in Burma, is nobody knows you there. Yeah, so anonymity, and the anonymity is very good. Nobody knows you there, and the worst thing is also, of course, anonymity, that you don't, but outside the poetic circle, once you go back to your country where you haven't lived for 20 years, let's say, you really have to re-establish every social relations and things like that. You are a total stranger. The way you speak, the way you talk, the way you behave, your habitat changes. So, that's very difficult. So I became kind of a tourist or stranger back in my hometown. Yeah. So, and that's very difficult in the beginning. Just when I thought I got used to it, I had to come here. The best thing about it would be, I cannot even say that, it's about the people, because I think the best thing about it would be women. Yeah, Burmese women. Yeah. Well, Burmese women are very, very powerful, private sector, private life. And even though very few of them are in the public or doing political functions or whatever, but Burmese women, I think, play really major role shaping the destiny of the country just by being sometimes from the kitchen, trying to influence the husband or whatever. But still, of course, we have to go a long way for women to really to become public. But more and more women are now very active and very engaged in politics, and yeah. I am not a very disciplined writer, so I only write when something comes to my mind. I am not like some poets who would just sit down every 3-4 hours a day just to write poetry. But I am in that sense, I'm still very much unprofessional in that way. I only write poetry when it comes to my mind, and maybe in the middle of the night I would get up and finish the whole piece, and then I would feel really good. So that is, yeah, I would say the best thing about my own craft is like it's still very much. I didn't really have to make much attempt to to create or craft it out, or so it's still very much a natural spring, yeah. So the worst thing is also at the same time that things, because sometimes I don't write for a few months, and but I just take it easy. When it comes, and then I take it easy to yeah. So I think it has to do with my personal style of writing, where it's like I have love-hate relationship with this own personal style of writing, where I only write when I want to write, and yeah. I have found, poets in the poetic circle. I've been very lucky to be recognized by my peers, and even even poets from my senior generation. Mainly because I think I have published outside the country, and that's something they look up to probably. But outside the poetic cycle, I really don't know. They don't know me, and I don't. Also, as I said, it is also a good thing that I'm not really known outside the poetic world. So my cohort, they would, I mean the poetic people, they welcomed me back very warmly, and I felt very good. First of all, I think a writer is a very, very private person, and public is something that has to do with a wider range of functions, politics, and things like that. So I think a writer as such, or an artist, they don't really have any public duty, or to serve public or whatever. Ideally they shouldn't even think about it when they write. They just should write, and then probably when their book is out, then it becomes public in a way, because it's and then they just should disown it. The rest, it really depends on the reader. So I would say there's no public duty for a writer. I have a very because I've come to a point in my life where I really think state should be redundant, and on the other hand, a state, if it claims to be democratic, it should support writers and artists who would even dismantle the state. So the state, the ideal state, should undo itself all the time in a democratic way. So, and also, what is democracy? If you ask me, I would say that the ultimate aim of democracy should be anarchy, where there's no hierarchy, no power relations. So the ideal state should support towards that end by encouraging, even anarchists to write and to come up with something really challenging and something really critical. But the state, of course, as I have written elsewhere, whenever they give you with one hand, they take back with another. So they are actually, state is always smarter than you, and the state and market. They are really, really the institutions that that are always one step ahead of you. No matter how you want to resist it, you are always, sucked back into that. Well, Burmese writer, Burmese poet Aung Che. Actually, he is very well known in Burma. His work has been more and more translated recently, but he's also in the anthology I published in Bones Will Crow. Aung Che, Aung Che. I think he, because of his lifestyle also, when he decided to become a poet in the 1960s or late 1950s, inside a Burmese prison when he was jailed for being a communist or being a communist sympathizer. He decided to become a poet, and since then he never worked a single day in his life. He was writing poems and poems that he endured, he just survived by like that. And so his life is very, very interesting too. Jeff Tushengo says it's not enough to write poems, you have to live a poet life, and he really epitomized that poetic lifestyle by not choosing to work and just being in the poetic circle and starving and so on. But he has been better off recently because he could publish more and more, even short pieces. People, channels, they will publish everything he writes. So this poet and a poem he writes, I could recite it because it's like a few lines and it's so simple and so powerful. The name of the poem is Hamburger. Are you hamburger? Are you hamburger? Are you hamburger? Are you hamburger? So that's it. In Burmese, min la go hamburger, min la go hamburger, min la go hamburger, min la go hamburger. Yeah. Actually, I have brought some items from my. I have some two. I don't know if you know this. The Nation, the magazines. This is actually the oldest political. It's a good read. Yeah. And I have some Nations and some books by. I have some stuff. Oh yeah, there is this. This I found it in Seattle at the Pike Market second-hand bookshop. Indian Journals, Allen Ginsberg, and it's his journal when he was traveling in India with two of his boyfriends, and it's very interesting. And the other book is Jamaica Kinkard. I discovered her actually here. So I was reading her, A Small Place. And now I'm reading another book by her, which is Autography of My Mother. And in terms of poets, I discovered Chicago poets like Michael Robbins, and also his editor and best friend, Anthony Madrid. I found them very interesting. I really have not written much, but I have started writing light verses, images of America. But let's see if I will be happy with that, and if I'll be able to read that at the open mic next Friday. That will be Do Not Fear Poetry. An awesome Korean artist called Fija Lee. So this is a kind of in this book I'm a teenage girl on a dating site, and what I recited just now is we have weekdays spell out like Monday, 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 as if she was learning to write. Puputaya Yatapa Tawimuyita Nangayi Ngatane Kangayi Ga Tawitu Nangi was when we Tawimuyita Nangayi Ngatane La Yichala Ayi nga ta in kang ye chaga Padachai the chong in tata bo ta outside ye da ye cha wisan alone pao yeah, that's from my book that was published in May just before I came here, and it's called Puputaya Internet. Puputaya Internet Misa Samyana. That means the Puputaya page on an internet dating site, and the cover is by Ha Ye Na Chong Hu Wisan Alone Pao Hu Kajiya Ye Cha Cha Ta Ye Ta Pa Ye Pa Ta We Tu Ta Wisa Ta We Tu Ta Wisan Alone Pao Ti Ta We Tu Ta Ye Cha Ka Ta Ta Kaji Ye Cha Cha Sa Long Ye Sa Ta We Tu Na Nge Ye Ni